everybody. How you doing today? I hope this morning is treating you well. Maybe you got the kids dressed and you just want to sit down and reflect a little bit. So today we'll be staying in the book of John. We'll be reading from John chapter 14, verse 6. Again, another well-known Bible passage. You probably heard preached. Maybe a Sunday school teacher taught on. Maybe something you memorized once before. John chapter 14, verse 6. Jesus answered, I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Well, this is a very interesting verse. We have a lot of things going on here for us. Jesus is our way. He's our truth. And because of that, He gives us life. So let's start with the word way. First thing I want you to think about is, which way are you going? What's your direction? Are you just kind of aimlessly wandering through life, bouncing through truths and bouncing through realities, hoping that maybe the next day or the next person you meet is the right one, the right job, or maybe this church is the one that's going to put you over the top, the next investment will make sure you can retire? But Jesus, He didn't leave many options here for us in our spirituality. There is no wandering around with our faith. He's the only way. He's the only direction, the only purpose. Sorry if you're into pluralism, you need options, multiple choice answers. It's just not there for you right now. You got to trust in Jesus. When you haven't found your way, maybe it's because you have no truth. When we think of truth, we think of somebody telling a lie or telling something that's right. I like to think of truth as the ultimate reality. What is really real. It's kind of hard to think about maybe this morning or throughout your day. But what do you really believe? Do you really believe in Jesus? Do you really believe that the Bible is real? The church is real? Heaven's real? Sin? Consider this. If Jesus is the truth, the one and only truth, then everything that you came up with on your own before you met Jesus is either a slant of the truth or it was given you by Jesus before you even knew Him. Everything that is right and good, all justice in this world, is contributed by Jesus. And we should attribute those characteristics of this world to Jesus alone. So if you're wandering around, you just really have no clue where you're headed, don't worry. Most of us have been there at least once. And some of us a few more times than once. But that's normal. Wandering around is a, let's just call it a condition of all humanity. People really don't know what they're doing with their lives. And they may have a good guess, they may have some hope, but in the end they're putting their hope and trust into something that's probably going to melt away, expire. In short, it doesn't lead to much life. It leads to a temporal life. Very quick. There's really nothing to gain. Really not much to lose either to some people, if you think about it. But then Jesus says, I am the way. I am the truth. There's no other options here. So today, as you go through the day or dropping the kids off at school, who do you trust? Who is your truth? Is it the school system? Politicians? Hopefully not during the shutdown. But what is it? What is it you're putting your ultimate truth to? Is it within you? Have you bought into New Age perspectives and realities about the powers within you? It's just another good book away, another motivated speaker away? Or is it Jesus Christ? Is He your only source of life? I tend to believe that we bounce around sometimes. We latch on to things that make us feel good, make us happy for a while, and in the end it just defeats us, lets us down. But Jesus never lets us down. His way is everlasting. It doesn't break us. It doesn't lead us astray. And that's why we call it truth, because it's always right and just. It's always perfect. Are you humble enough to allow Jesus to be your way, to ask for the proverbial directions in life, to let Him be the source of truth, and not something you read on a comic book or a fortune cookie? I hope today that you meet Jesus the source of truth, the source of life. Until next time, thanks for having breakfast with Buck.